Learning to make a simple pie crust from scratch is one of the most foundational skills that you can have in the kitchen. Once you know how to make a good crust, you unlock endless sweet and savory recipes, from fruit pies to quiches to pot pies, hand pies, and tarts. Today we're making an old-fashioned and ridiculously easy, super flaky pie crust. You're gonna need 1¼ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 stick or a half a cup of unsalted butter. Start by cutting your butter into small cubes and placing it in the freezer for 10 minutes to make sure it's nice and cold. Making sure your butter stays cold is a huge key to making a super flaky pie crust. Grating frozen butter with a cheese grater also works beautifully when you're making a pie crust by hand. Next, mix together 1¼ cups all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Add your ice cold butter and cut it into the flour using a fork. I prefer to do this by hand because it's really easy to overwork the dough in a food processor. If you want to use a food processor, you can. Just make sure you do short pulses. You're looking for pea-sized pieces of butter throughout the mixture with a few slightly larger chunks. When you achieve this consistency, add in 2 to 3 tablespoons of ice cold water. Very slowly and gently toss the dough until it begins to stick together. You want to add just enough water so that the dough holds together, but it should not feel wet or sticky. Once you achieve this, gather it into a disc, wrap it in plastic wrap tightly, and chill it for at least an hour before unrolling it. You can also very easily freeze the dough at this point. I love to triple or even quadruple this recipe and have a stock of frozen pie dough in my freezer throughout the holiday season. It just makes such a fast and easy, convenient way to make a homemade pie.